Hello, everyone. Welcome to ICA Sports. You're watching the ICA Sports show, and in the lead up to the Women's World Cup, we have today with us New Zealand off spinner Eden Carson. Eden, thank you for joining us.
That's so good. Thank you for having me.
Right, so let's get straight into it. So I would first of all like the audience to know a bit about you. So if you wouldn't mind starting off by telling us, how did you start off cricket?
I started at a young age just with my brother. We were around the same age and we were quite into sport, and my family really pushed us into sport at a young age. So then, yeah, I took a liking to cricket and then some other sports. But yeah, I stuck with cricket throughout. And then I got here. So yeah.
Amazing. And you're an off spinner. So was that always the case, or did you develop into an off spinner?
I developed into an off spinner I used to be a little medium pacer. However, with my height, I got told that I wouldn't go far with it. So I was like, yeah, fair enough. So
Okay. You've risen through the ranks quite quickly, actually. So if we look at your domestic performances, you were the best bowler for your Otago team in 2021-2022 season. And then you got a central contract. So what's the reason behind your success?
I think just trying to stick to my plans, and then because I haven't had much, say, spin coaching since I've got into the White Ferns, but I think sticking to what I can do best and what works well with me, I think was a big reason for my success throughout that season. Yeah.
Amazing. So usually we see that within New Zealand, there's people who play other sports as well. Are you into any other sports as well?
Yeah, I'm really into my hockey as well. However, I didn't play the previous season just because I didn't want to get injured. And then I've also played some rugby and things, just little things like that. But I'm a bit small for a rugby player.
Amazing. Okay, so coming on to your international career, so you started off in the Commonwealth Games not so long ago, actually. So big tournament, getting your cap, first game against South Africa as well. How was that feeling?
Yeah, pretty surreal, especially coming up to a strong side like South Africa. I was quite nervous going into the game. I think my palms were sweating the whole game, and then Sophie was like, "You're going to bowl the next over," and I was like, "Oh no, I'm so scared." And then I think it was like my second ball or something. Chloe Tryon just smashed me for a six. I was like, "Yeah, we're not playing domestic cricket anymore." But no, it was good. It was, I think, being able to debut at such a pinnacle event like that, like the Commonwealth Games, was, yeah, it was quite amazing. I don't really have any words to describe it, but my heart was racing the whole time as well.
Yeah, that's quite understandable. Okay, so moving on, we would like to know you a little bit more. So we'll do a bit of a rapid fire round, and you'll just have to give your best answers. So let's
Oh
get
no,
started with that. So what's your favorite food?
strawberries.
Amazing. And what's your favorite holiday spot?
Probably just the mountain Tauranga
Hmm.
in New Zealand, yeah.
And one cricket ground that you would like to play in that you haven't played in yet.
I would definitely like to try playing Lords, but not sure yet.
Okay. Hopefully that happens soon as well.
Yeah,
Favorite teammate that you get along with well.
probably Fan Jonas.
Amazing. And your best performance internationally.
I think. Oh, I'm not actually sure. I think in the 50 over games against maybe West Indies when I took 3 wickets, probably.
And what about domestic performance? Must be the final one, right?
Yeah, I think it would be the HBJ final, definitely, especially against Wellington.
Amazing. Okay, so that was our rapid fire round. Moving on, so we'll move a bit into the other questions. So we've seen the rise of women's cricket. So there's women's BBL now. There's the 100, women's 100. We had the Commonwealth Games. There's the Women's Premier League coming up. So we've seen this rise recently in the recent years. So how do you think this would benefit overall the women that want to play the game?
I think it's going to benefit a lot of female players, especially with how quick the rise is happening now, with definitely more leagues coming. And I think also being able to be a female professional sportswoman, like playing sports and actually having been able to have a living off it instead of having jobs on the side, I think will be great for us women, especially because I think we're definitely in a male-dominated sport, and the women's game is just growing more and more, and we're getting more spectators, and so I think it'll be great.
Amazing, amazing. So you guys are in South Africa now. You begin your campaign shortly. So how's the overall morale of the team, and how have you guys adjusted to the conditions, because they're quite different from back home?
Yeah, they're definitely a lot different to back home, and especially the heat is a lot different as well. No, I think the team morale is really good at the moment. I think, well, we've been here for about 2 weeks now, and especially being able to get to Cape Town, I think we're all a bit like, okay, like we're about to start the T20 World Cup. We've had the lead ups to it, and I think at the moment they're a bit more spin pitches, which is great for us, great for me and my fellow spinners. But no, I think the whole team is adjusting well. We've had a warm-up game against the West Indies yesterday, and that was good to get on the pitch against them as well. And then a few other warm-up games against England, which was good as well.
Your side has quite a few young players, actually, but on the other hand, there's the experience of Sophie, Susie, Amelia. So how helpful are these guys in guiding the younger ones?
No, they're great, especially Susie. We come from the same
team,
little town in New Zealand, being from Dunedin. So I think, and she's been throughout a big part of my career as well since I was about 13. So she's been there for a big chunk of my career. So it's been great. And then also she's also a part of the spin club now with Amelia, Fern and I. So getting more experience within that little club that we have. And then also Amelia, she's only a year older than me, but I've learned so much from her, and she has so much to give to us. And yeah, it is great, especially with quite a few younger ones now on the team. But no, it's good.
Amazing. So heading into the tournament, have you got any personal goals that you would like to achieve?
I don't think I actually really do. I think hopefully I just get on the pitch, to be honest. I'd love to play a few games. I'd love to be able to play against Australia, but we'd have to see what the matchups are with us bowlers and batters and things like that. But no, just being able to play as much cricket as I can, really, and hopefully get a few wins as a team, and then hopefully move through the stages and hopefully get into the final.
Yeah, so my next question, I think I've already got the answer to that. What's the game that you're looking forward to the most?
Yeah, definitely Australia. Just that rivalry as well. But there's always rivalry. No, I can't say that word between other teams. But no, definitely Australia. I think they're top. They're one of the top teams. They're probably the best in the world. But they have some class players. But I'd love just to knock a few of their top order batsmen off. So, yeah, it's probably Australia, definitely.
Yeah, we definitely look forward to seeing you in action and getting them goals out. Okay, so as we're heading towards the end, what would your message be to the fans watching back home going into the World Cup?
I think just love their support, obviously, especially from family and friends. We had a few family and friends come over for our previous tours, but I'm not sure about this tour, but I know that they will be watching and then hopefully backing us the whole way. But yeah.
Amazing. And just before you go, the women's sport is growing. We talked about it. What would your message be to the young girls who are currently watching and who want to get involved and come up in the women's sport?
I definitely think just sticking with it, because with the growing of the game, I think there's definitely more opportunities to be able to play cricket as a job, not having to just play for it on the side and then having to having two jobs to be able to live. But I think it is great these days. I think us younger ones are definitely lucky to be able to get into the team nowadays, with the going of the whole thing. But yeah, just to stick with it, you never know what could happen. I personally didn't think I'd be in the White Ferns this young, or even ever, to be honest. But yeah, just sticking with it.
Great. I'm sure that's a great message to all those listening. Thank you very much, Eden, for joining us. That was Eden, and we wish you all the best for the tournament, and we hope you do well, especially in the game against Aussies.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers, Eden.
Bye.